Hey everybody, it's Retro Kid Reviews, and this is my big post Comic Con review of Kamen Rider Zeto S.H.Figuarts. Like I said in my preview card for that, mainly, sorry, I sounded a little red negative. Mainly that I already previewed some of the articulation, which I'll go through right now. But before we get to that, here is the packaging for Master Rider Zeto, or Kamen Rider Zeto at this point. I guess they kept the Master Rider kind of tradition, I guess, for any Showa riders, like in this particular case that I used in this footage, V3 through RX, I believe, because they all been called Master Rider. I think that was how it was early in the day, if I have the packaging, which I don't have time as of this recording to show you, but take my word for it, that kind of existed. Obviously, the front says the new standard in Bandai action theme humanoid action, as it normally does, and I think they kind of spammed it pretty much ever on the side, and finally on the back, which is where I'm not gonna lie, is most prominently gonna be, and I'm okay with that. I've been collecting these things since RX's first Figuarts, so I already got the orientation of how this is gonna work. For those who don't know, S.H.Figuarts is pretty much the closest to a realistic suit design that they've been pushing for these figures for a very long time. And with that out of the way, let's get to the posability he can do. Obviously, if you have a Tamashii stage, he will pull off the rider kick very successfully when I messed around with it before this review. As of this recording, I have yet to have a Tamashii stage. I'll probably find a way to get it off Amazon or the next time I go to New York Comic Con, but that's a story for another day. It also comes with Barry. So I have him. To be fair, he is very small, yes, on camera, but I don't know if it's he or she. I haven't seen the movie in quite a while. Card for the movie in case you guys want to see it. Like I said in the preview, watch at your own risk. It's YouTube, so technically speaking, it could go down anytime. So if that's the case, finding on TV Nihon, that's where they subbed it the most. Anyway, I would like to point out that the, I guess before you, it just flew, but, taking the wings out before getting, the expansion on is, pretty easy, as you just saw, almost criminally easy, because it just popped out. What was a little hard at first was the wings itself. It's kind of hard because it's the smallest, I think, Showa era piece they've done in quite a while. And put down in the comments below if it counts. Zeto, J, and Shin count as Showa riders. And I think I got this backwards. Going by what the and if you're also a person of the West or any other country that speaks English, you'll know that you mainly would have to go by the box, and it does have instructional sheets. I'll get to that later on in the packaging. There's the wings itself, very detailed for a very small accessory piece just like this. I'm looking at it in person, and I'm very impressed of how much of Barry they got. I know my camera is very blotchy and glossy sometimes, but take my word for it, they got every detail of Barry if you happen to like this character. Some don't. On to the figure himself. Zeto looks pretty good. I don't remember the character's name because it's been a while since I've seen the short movie. If you're hearing movement, that's mainly my cat. Squeaks as always. Here's his alternate head from the third act of the movie. It's very grasshoppery, very attack-based. Last time I checked. Hang on, let me get some light here. The whole, again, I'm sorry for the shadowy angles, but it's a very basic whole point that you normally put into hand options, which I'll demonstrate right now. I feel like I'm an exorcist. There we go. I took the soul away or whatever. But before I do, I will say the compound eyes on both this and the alternate head are pretty much the standard Figuarts fare. In case you have that, sorry for the cough. if you have seen a Figuarts compound eyes before, it's gonna do very well for this as always. Here's the compound eyes for the alternate head. Again, pretty much the same exact sculpting, I would assume, of Seto here, just with like, it's very hard to tell if it's slightly smaller or different, but I don't know, tell me in the comments below. Anyway, on to giving this guy a body. Oh, wow. When I was putting it on and off the first couple of times, it was kind of hard because the neck didn't align, the neck joint didn't align very well, but I got lucky here for this review, surprisingly. So since we're on articulation, head is very movable, ab crunch, double jointed arms, double jointed, I believe, elbows, legs is always double jointed. It has, surprisingly, a type 2 hip where you basically fold this down and put that like that, the leg there, and perform a pretty very convincing rider kick. I will say, if you're going to do it, keep an eye on the knees, because as I just performed this, it is a little Figuarts Kai here on the knee, but it mirrors the not really the disguise, the look of the costume very well. It's pointed very well. It's not way bad as a lot of Figuarts figures are before, so that's not bad. Here he is performing the rider kick. The ankle joints, since we're doing this, is very swivelable, very good swivel all around. For PVC, it's actually stable. I don't know for how long. Toe joint, as always. And again, I'm really surprised that they put type 2 hips on this particular rider. I don't know if that's going to be the same if they ever get onto J. My personal recommendation, surprisingly, if they do J, is to have 2 variants, like a regular form and a big form. And now saying that, I'm going to assume the big form might end up being a Tamashii Web exclusive if they do it. Plus, it'll probably be the biggest Figuart they've ever made, so yeah, to each his own. Ab crunch, if you saw the preview, again, I may have already addressed the card, link if I can't get it. It's basically the same. The bicep, the upper torso is very nice. It moves along. Surprisingly, his jewel crest rider belt moves along very well. I think not a full 360 on certain angles, but it is very, I think, like an 80 or 90 degree angle, which you're gonna get a lot of good use out of it if you're gonna pose him for a fight scene or whatever. Hand options are pretty much the same. With that said, let me just cut the camera real quick to show you the exact hand options, because again, as of this recording, I do not have time to show the whole thing. So here we go. First things first, if you have been noticing the back of my computer, I was trying to do a photo wallpaper kind of thing, like I usually do for my reviews and news. Also, yes, photo bucket. What else is new? I guess comparing it to the figure, it's pretty dead on. I'm not gonna lie. They got the sculpting done really well. The colors are pretty much popping well, and surprisingly, the figure is telling me the difference between him and Jay. More on that in a minute. Anyway, here is the hand options. Excuse the crudity of my room. I don't really have time to make a proper set. I probably will the next couple of videos. You have splayed hands, chop hands, the fist as always, holding certain things. I believe hand. I'm gonna assume this hand option right here is primarily main use is to probably hold Barry correctly. I'll experiment that as I go along with these news reviews if anything does relate to Zeto here. My camera's a little unstable with its tripod, so I'm going to cut back to my overall. Sorry for the shake at the end. My overall, I guess, scoring on the figure is definitely a very decent 8. It's very purchasable. It was like 40 bucks when I got it off Comic-Con, so the price is just about right to get this figure. This rider in particular as well. The packaging shows a very good cut and dry what you're getting with Zeto. Same with Barry, same with the rider kick. The jewel, as I stated in my preview, is very compound eyes these, so that's very good if you are a fan of compound eyes. The sculpt, like I mentioned prior, pretty much helped me figure out who's who, because the reason why Jay and Zeto are very, very similar, for those who don't know, is that they're meant to be another attempted reboot of Kamen Rider, which Shin was, but they took a more horror movie route. In his and Jay's case, was to be basically a Rider 1, Rider 2 story. And, like, Barry was, like, their connection to those types of shows, if they were picked up as shows. Like I said, I recommend the movie if you want to get an idea of the character, if you're going to purchase this particular figure art. And, with all that said, this is Retro Kid Reviews, and keep on riding. Take care, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review. I know I'm keeping a little brief than usual, but believe me, this is a definitely good pickup. For the figure, having him, my little videography shoots with him was very photogenic. Same for my prior show error figures here. So take care, and see you in the surprise future key set, or sorry, shift car set review. Take care. You're a good rider.